How big is this game? I mean, like, Indianapolis Colts, both teams jostling for that first spot. Technically, both got a one in the AFC South next to your name right now. How big is this one?
Definitely huge playoff implication game. We're excited about this matchup. We know what they do well. Hell, I've been seeing the same offense for 7 years now. Same offensive line for about 5 years now since Raymond's been there. Tight ends changed. They got Ollie Cox, but then they got the rookie who's been playing really well for them. Who's definitely a mismatch problem for defenses. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out on him. But again, it starts with Jonathan Taylor, and we got to get him down, do our best, and play some good football.
Can fans make an impact on these kind of games? I mean,
Heck yeah.
How much does home field advantage and that kind of thing matter?
If we being real, like if we I want everybody to be out there. I want everybody to cheer and support and enjoy this moment with us while we go out there and have war. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. But if we can have the fans behind us, that not only encourages us more, but we need the real deal fans that's going to be out there and that's going to stand on their feet, that's going to cheer first, second, third down and celebrate the good and don't, scream at us when we do something bad happens. You know what I mean? Like, it's a part of the game. And we need that type of energy. We can have that. We'll be good.
You guys are number one against the run. What's gone into your success against the run this season?
Guys staying square, guys not turning their shoulders, guys being where they're supposed to be, and we're all rallying to the ball because we all want to be physical. We want to make sure that the guy gets down. In order for us to do that, then we all got to run to the ball.
You've been here longer than most people. I mean, playing meaningful games at this point of the year. What does it mean to you just after all this franchise has been through?
I'm going to get used to this feeling. I've had a similar feeling a couple years ago with Doug. Two. I had when we won about 8 straight or 7 or whatever. I don't know straight, but then we lost that many straight. So it's just like I've had both feelings of it, and where we're at right now, man, we're focused on this week. Excited about the matchup. I know I am. It's going to be a huge game for us on the edges. I think they're going to try to test us out, hopefully, and be physical.
You kind of mentioned that 23 season. Did you learn anything from that one? I mean, you guys are kind of accelerating this time of year, and that year you guys were kind of slowing down.
Yeah. It's how much focus can we have during the week, and how well can we come in. Obviously, coaches take care of us. We're not out here practicing. We're hats and jerseys. So how detailed can we be today? And then tomorrow come in with pads and move around, fly around, and do what we do best. And, keep carrying that on through the rest of the week. I think if we keep preparing the same way, we're going to keep executing on a high level and keep playing on a high clip too.
You got a handful of rooks in this locker room. College football season's wrapping up. Do you talk about with them about how many games you guys still have left and taking care of their bodies?
They're professionals now. We got to, I don't know what to tell them. I think they already know. I think we have a really mature group of rookies. I will honestly say that kind of understand what's going on without you telling them, like, hey, can you play the game? You know what I'm saying? It's like they understand. But they do a heck of a job of taking care of their bodies and being in the playbook and make sure that they're ready to play each Sunday.
Do you feel like they're playing a little bit lighter?
Huh?
Like, now that
they're playing a little bit what?
You're playing a little bit lighter. Have the record.
Monkey off your back.
Yeah, basically.
Not as much pressure on you?
No. I feel like, the scheme has been a lot different these last couple of weeks that allowed me to play a little bit more freer. And, I don't like to talk about myself, but I've been top 5 in pressures the whole year. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm just now started to, get back there. I've been getting back there. It's just, the scheme's been a little bit different. We've been doing a lot of more simple things that allow me to play a lot faster. And so it just worked hand in hand. And I think that's kind of what's been helping me out.
You've been flipping back and forth between the sides. Do you like being able to switch up a little bit throughout the game?
Yeah, I like to be able to, keep them on their cues, because at the end of the day, man, I want to, be the best that I can be. And obviously, I like focusing on more people too. Like, I'm not just focusing on one guy. Now I know I got to watch tape for both guys because, I can do it. And if I get to line up on you, then I get to bless you. In a good way.
Yeah. How impressive is what Danny Strigo's doing right now?
Man, he's playing again, man. He's you know, him and BJ both, I know we're talking about Danny, but him and BJ both, man, they've been huge sparks for us. They've done something. You know, Danny, we look at the way Danny plays the run, like, you know, you act like he's been in the league for a couple of years now. Obviously knows the scheme, so he's really comfortable in it. And, you know, with the knee thing and him being with the brace, like, it hasn't slowed him down one bit. And with BJ, man, you know, he creates a spark every time he's on the field. That's a big hit, personal foul, or a forced fumble on special teams. So those guys been playing real huge for us, and that's what I'm saying. They're a mature group of guys that, you know, I'm glad that I get to be their vet and keep showing them the right way.
What do you think of the matchup with Jonathan Taylor, and how do you guys go about stopping him?
We're excited about it. You know, you know, I don't want to say like, yeah, we are, you know, good at stopping the run. We're number one in the defense. We're number one rush defense, obviously. But at the end of the day, man, we just try to do what we do best, and that's, you know, staying square, being physical up front, and everybody getting to the ball. I think if we continue to have that mindset, you know, and we got to tackle this dude. This dude's, he's, I think, up for the MVP race. And we obviously we obviously understand that too. So we're excited about him. A lot of respect for him. But at the end of the day, it's all about us. We're excited for that game.
You know the stakes in this game, clearly, but it's another game. How do you balance the battle for first place with 5 weeks left in the season?
Understanding that just you got to win games in November if you want to make it to the big dance. Obviously, this is the next one on our schedule. I think all of them are important. So I think it's more of the outside media making it the hoopla around the game. Every game is important going down the stretch in this race. Obviously, it's a divisional game, so it's worth 2. It is the one that's tied with the division, but we got to win all the way through the year. It's a tight race, 3 teams in a tight race right now, so just thinking about just playing one game at a time and then taking care of what you should take care of, and then everything kind of figures itself out from there.
Number 1 rush defense against the number 1 rusher. Why are you guys so good against the run this season?
Just making sure we're playing team ball. Everybody stays in their gaps, wins their one-on-one, and then when the ball does hit a gap and a half, but trusting a fit, everybody being able to trust the scheme of the defense, really, I'd say. Corners coming up and tackling when they do try to bounce it out. It's really everybody playing for one another. I know a lot of times it's hard, muddy downs for people, whether, you know, because it is a passing lead, being in this too-high shell, D-line grinding it out, or a guy having to hit a block and rip over the top, or the corner cracker placing. It's really team defense. Everybody has a role to play in it, and everybody's doing it well.
And what's the tackling plan for Jonathan Taylor? How do you go about guarding him?
You wrap, and I said multiple hats to the ball, but about wrapping, stopping the charge early, trying not to get him on the second level, but really everybody running to the ball, taking the cutback lanes away, and then holding on while you make contact.
You guys have had a lot of injuries this year. Secondary has been some rotation there. Defensive line, we're seeing it now, but there's other guys stepping up too. What does that tell you about the depth in this locker room and on this defense?
Yeah, it's a lot of growth, and it's happening fast when people get their opportunities. Everybody's learning as they go a little bit, but it's about just being consistent in the scheme and understanding like where you messed up. All right, you're going to see the same look again, maybe from another team, and just mastering our calls, really worrying about ourselves and worrying, you know, how we can get ourselves better week in, week out. So a young guy sees, all right, I messed up that play. Like, he's going to see the same look again, having the trust to just do his little 111th, because it's going to help everybody else out, making his communication on the play, and then when the play shows up, being able to trigger and be in the right spot.
December football, it matters. It's fun, right? This is the fun part.
It is fun. I'm one game at a time, though. Like, I just want to win the one in front of me. I think in order to go on this run, you kind of got to keep everything inward. It's been inward to this point. In order to get to 8-4, we had to, you know, keep everything within the locker room, positivity within the locker room, trusting ourselves, and then let that flourish. And then whatever happens with that in the record in the season, everybody else can talk about it, but we know how we got here, and we have to keep doing that.
That's just the nature of what we do. You know, I think you want to be playing your best football around this time of the season and continue to be ascending. And, you know, you can start off hot, but what's that in the grand scheme of things later in the season when you're not having that success? So I think it's all a maturation process as you grow together, and all of us being our first time together.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
We just jumped in a little bit late here, but and this is the fun part, right? In the mix, first place game, December, 5 to go. This is what you're building up to, right? As a team.
100%. You know, you earn the right to play in meaningful football this late in the season, and you know, this is when things start to get real fun.
Why are you guys so successful against the run this year? Number one in the league.
Playing with fundamentals and technique, and everyone being assignment sound and doing it together and running and hitting together. You know, stopping the run is a full, you know, commitment and effort on everyone's part. You know, it's not just one individual out there. It takes everyone to do the right thing and be where they're supposed to be, and you know, get off blocks and run and hit. And you know, that's what we're doing.
Why is Jonathan Taylor racking up the yardage this year on the other side?
He's, you know, one of the, or you know, could be the best back in the NFL. He's extremely talented. He runs a 4.3 at 225 pounds. You know, so when you have that ability, and you know, you have a good offensive line and a good scheme, you know, you can do some special things. So he's a hell of a talent, a great player, and I mean, he's shown what he's capable of throughout years. This isn't nothing new or surprising for anyone.
Last one. How difficult is it to practice with a club on the hand?
It's difficult. You know, I'm getting a better feel and hang for it. I had to do it. Shoot, it's probably been about 6 years when I had a break in my hand and had to play in the club. So, yeah, going through the process, and you know, I'm gonna be straight.
I just looked and seen he caught it, so I just went and tried to transition to the next player, and was able to go down there and make a big block for him. Like I said, just trying to spring him open, trying to spring him in the end zone. So just hustling down there for my teammate, trying to be a good teammate.
Film study pretty fun after that one.
Yeah, definitely.
How big of an impact do you think Jacoby's had on the offense so far, and just like helping you guys build as a unit? How big of an impact do you think Jacoby's had on the offense so far, and just helping you guys build as a unit?
Yeah, that was my first game back. So, but him being able to do the things that he can do, I feel like he's helped us out a lot. I feel like he's going to continue to help us out for the rest of the season for sure.
One game under your belt now, and then you're going into facing the Colts. How are you feeling about this matchup?
I'm feeling pretty good, feeling healthy. But I'm just ready to go out there and compete at the highest level and execute.
Ryan, what's LeQuint like?
You said what's the what?
What's LeQuint like?
He's a great guy, great teammate. Gonna go out there and give it his all each and every play. Like I said, great guy, great teammate for sure.
Is he a little crazy?
I wouldn't say crazy. Just competing at the highest level. He can go out there. That's his mindset, just to go out there and be the best player on the field, be the best that he can be, and he's just gonna compete at the highest level. I would say that's it. I wouldn't sound crazy.
Do you like how he goes at opposing teams' best players?
Yeah,
Simmons
for sure.
and Crosby and.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's setting an example for the rest of the team and just going out there, like I said, competing. It don't matter who it is, we're gonna go out there and compete, and we're gonna give you our all.